So it's me, your little boy, K Samson. I have this video to give us. Many people out there are trade, are devastated, are panicking. When I mean panicking, they are seriously panicking because of your future. Yes, believe me, because they have fully come to figure out how great you are going to be in future to come. That is why they are automatically afraid of your future, because they have fully come to understand that you are going to be the head of everything around them. Listen, many people around you are automatically scared. When I mean scared, they are terrified, because in future to come, you are not only going to be their leader, you are going to rule them. You are going to be ahead of everything around them. You are going to be the one that they will be looking up to. That is why many of them are scared. That is why they are scared, terrified. That is why they are wondering, how come can someone like you become the leader in time to come, despite of the fact of everything, despite of everything that they have did, despite of all the mess that they have put you through, despite of all the word they have spoken. How can you be their head? That is why they are scared. That is why they are now imagining how big your future is, because they are already aware of where you are heading to. They are already aware of where God is taking you to. Yes, you may be thinking your little beginning now is small, but they have already knew how big the latter end will be. Listen, they knew how big your latter end is going to be. That is why many of them now are automatically scared. That is why many of them now are automatically devastated. That is why many of them now are automatically hurt, because they can't just figure out how big it is. They cannot even stop it. Despite of all that they have did to make sure they stop you, and yet they keep failing. That is why they are now panicking. They are now dread. How can someone who we have already looked down on? How can someone who we have forgotten? How can someone whom we all have already abandoned, who we all have already decided not to support, end up now becoming our leader, end up now becoming someone who will rule us like an Esther, someone whom we all have rejected, forgotten, refused to support, is now getting to that point where he is not only going to be the leader, is going to rule us, is going to be the one that we are going to depend on. That is why they are many of them are panicking. Hey God, how are we going to do it? Hey God, how are we going to survive? We have tried everything to stop it, but it looked like we are pouring water on top of a stone. We have tried everything to make sure he stop becoming that great, but it looked like everything we are doing is not working. And everything we do, the more we do, the more he become more powerful. The more we do, the more he become more blessed, because they are imagining everything about you, because they are imagining how big your future, what your future is going to be. And that is why they are scared. That is why they feel bad. Why? Because it's too big for them. It's unbelievable to them. Just believe me. Many of them, that moment they discover how big your future is, it becomes so something that is too it annoys them. They become so terrified. How is it going to be when he gets to that point? How are we going to feel despite of the fact that we have hated him, despite of everything we have did to him? Now he's going to rule us. My brother, you are a leader, you are a ruler, you are going to be the one that will overthrow them. That is why many of them are scared of everything. That is why they are terrified. You know what I'm saying? So they are exactly what panicking, because the power is already in your hand. Remember blessed.